Welcome to Prana Talk TV. This is Elitom El-Amin.
And Shana.
Enjoy the show. Here we are with Prana Talk.
Good morning.
Good morning. And we don't mean to be mean, but I am Elitom El-Amin.
And I'm Shana Dean.
Oh man, so we rhyming. Here we are in wonderful Mount Shasta.
Do you see behind us this beautiful tree?
Right. And that tree is so big too. I got a picture of it, but the picture don't do it no justice.
I know.
We're trying to do the best we can. There's some beautiful pictures we'll be sending you and all the videos, but being here is a whole nother ball game on what we're experiencing. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Yeah. And we got our wonderful day cut out. And of course we woke up just sitting in this energy, everything's moving. You know, I had a good workout going and stuff like this, but now we're ready for the Townsend. Mm-hmm. And we're going to take you shopping with us.
That's right. We're going to go to the crystal stores.
Oh, man.
Really high vibe little shops. We're going to take you with us so you can feel the energy. It'll actually increase your energy being in these locations.
Right.
And you'll feel it through the video.
Because we're going to have we're setting up a gathering for tomorrow. So it's our job today to go out and find a good gathering spot.
That's right.
So we're working.
Yeah.
Right.
Doing field research.
We're doing field research of the place. So we got to find the right, cozy place like a cafe or something where some of the locals could come and we all could gather. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll be out there finding a place too. So we'll let you help us.
Yeah, bring you along with us.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to go, of course, on the mountain.
Oh man.
And do some meditation and qigong to cultivate more energy.
Oh, absolutely.
To fuel us and give us the energy that we need.
And just by being in this Mount Shasta energy, it's a vortex. Keep that in mind. Just by us sitting here, you can feel it coming through your body already, and we didn't even get into a meditative stance. It's like a consciousness that we're in. Yeah. And then when you're aware that this is taking place, like we are, and you are, you could take advantage of the energies of these places. So by the time we leave, we're going to be different people than when we came.
That's right.
That's the whole goal. Mm-hmm. And see, now listen to how I said that. Taking advantage of opportunities in your time.
And being conscious of it.
And being conscious of it.
Being very aware of the energies around you and how you can cultivate it and bring it into your system. Mm-hmm. Because right now, even though we haven't done a formal meditation yet this morning, the mountain and the energy of this tree and everything around us is actually meditating us.
Oh, wow. Sure is. Because perfect health is time management. Now listen at that. Time ain't waiting on nobody. Now I know some people say, well, time don't exist. We're not talking on that type of level. We're talking about your life and the day-to-day movement and activities, and everything is moving and everything is flowing. And you have the opportunity to get into the flow so you can have a better life overall, and don't procrastinate. That's one of the things that causes sickness and disease, procrastination.
Yeah, and stagnation.
Stagnation.
So time's going to roll. How are you going to use your time?
Like a wave, and you're a surfer getting up on there. You want to become a better surfer to stay on the wave.
And you don't always have to be active, but if you're conscious,
right,
and you're aware, then you're using the energy as you need to use it.
Now that's something right there. Don't have to be physically active, because some people think they need to physically always be doing something.
Right, and it's better actually just to be.
To be aware. Because the thought itself is what? The energy movement. Because we're teaching also Wu Wei, action within no action. Oh man, this is good, ain't it? Manifesting, just using who you are.
And remember, energy goes where your consciousness goes.
Absolutely.
So if you become conscious of the energy around you, of the tree and the sky and the fog and all this beautiful energy, I wish you could see it. We'll show you later.
Now somebody did send me something good since we're on the subject. Gratitude feeds you.
Oh, absolutely. Well, any positive thoughts feed you.
Right.
Because it's bringing a high vibration into your energy field.
So being grateful, and people miss something after they lose it. And we don't want that type of energy at all. Like I met a man one time, and I tell him this, where, he caught a stroke at 60, which is a young age, just a baby in creation. But he's saying how now he'll do anything to be able to walk on the grass. I didn't know how valuable I had that going for me until I lost it.
Yeah, don't take life for granted.
Don't take it for granted. So you don't need to be doing anything, owning anything. all you need to do is have a gratitude of what you already got going for you being alive. You got your eyes and you can see. Remember what I said, having a nobody?
Right. Yeah, you don't notice your body until it starts to hurt.
Until it starts to hurt. So if it's not hurting, be grateful, you understand, that you feel in that state. You don't need to be doing nothing. And if it is hurting, be grateful that you can correct it and you know it's there.
You can. You can correct it by raising your vibration. That's one way of doing it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
One of the best ways. That's what we're talking about, frequency and vibration. So this Mount Shasta energy is just awesome. We made our trip up here finally. Mm-hmm. And like we said, we're taking you all with us today. And we're going to be doing our meditations, our Qigongs. You want to show that 12 chakra.
Yes, we're going to do this amazing meditation that I love to do that I really feel personally increases my energy quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And it's basically spinning your chakras all the way to your 12th chakra while running circuits of energy around you.
Because people usually say on the Breatharian journey, well, I say meditation's a foundation. Well, what meditation did I do? And I said, well, shop around.
Yeah, pick one you really like and whichever one really resonates with you.
Right, because if you like it, you're going to stick with it. If you got something that's too hard, difficult, or you don't like it just because somebody else doing it, you're not going to stick with it.
Yeah.
We're creatures of pleasures, and you should live a pleasurable life.
Yeah, and the meditation should feel blissful. It should feel amazing.
Right.
And that's what you want. And you might find a meditation that you like and you stick with it for a month, and then you find another one that you like and you move to that one.
That's
or you
key.
mix them around, to keep it interesting.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's key, to keep it interesting, because, we're creatures of adventure also. Mm-hmm. We're scientists because we're curious. Yeah. Have you ever seen a small litter of kittens or puppies? Or any small animal, they start looking at the environment around them and exploring. They're scientists. They're curious. They're going here. I even had some rats one time, pet rats, and that's what they did. They were exploring their environment. I said, look at these little scientists. Same with babies when we were babies. So again,
yeah, explore.
When you on this journey, start exploring your environment. Mm-hmm. No matter where you're at.
Environment.
In your inner environment.
Explore your inner environment. What is making you feel amazing? What makes you feel very clear and crystalline and high vibe and
absolutely
fired up?
And fired up. And we're about to explore this environment today. We're all curious, ain't we, to see what's out there and what's going around, just like kids again. That's why the scripture said, be childlike. Mm-hmm. Don't act like you just know it all and every place the same. And this life is so beautiful. Every day is different. You're different. And the creative force is in everything at every moment that's in our favor. Well, this is good, ain't it? This is where you start getting your awakening. You could be going through a situation you think is bad, but you got to take a time out. Where is the creative force in my favor in this situation that's helping me with my growth? And I guarantee it's there.
And where are you creating?
Right, and what are you creating?
In your meditation. Or your lack of meditation.
Oh, this is so good. Yeah. And we're going to be hiking the trails and everything.
Yeah, we're going to see how far we can get in the snow today.
Look at that out there.
Yes, it's
if you can see it, look at that view we're seeing. Like I said, the camera, the videos don't give it justice on what these eyes are seeing. Yeah. Look at these eyes. They see all types of stuff.
I'm sure. Yes. So today we're going to be in town, we're going to be on the mountain, and we're going to be also preparing for our upcoming Breatharian retreat that will be happening here this summer.
This summer. And you had a good name for it. We had so many good names. The energy was flowing, so we had this pencil and paper, writing down all this energy. See, that's what happens when you're in a stream of delight. When you get blockages off of you, you become this creative genius. You
become a conduit of ideas, and you just, because there's spiritual muses around us, and they just start dropping them, the ideas and the notions in.
And out of nowhere, all this was coming up. Channeling it, it was all perfect. It could be done. The light is in your favor. So again, you don't need to procrastinate. You don't need to put it off. You don't need to use doubt. That came to you and saying, "Do you want to do it?"
You just need to step into the light.
Step into the light.
And how do you step into the light?
It's a wonderful world. All movement is dance.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, last night we were talking about lack of resistance.
Right.
If you don't resist, and you resist with fear, you resist with limited thinking, whatever that is, if you don't resist, then you're in the flow.
Then you're in the flow of things.
You just let go and you let things happen, and that's stepping into the light.
Absolutely. So we're preparing. You got at least an 8-month leeway, because we're planning to in the summer, right around August.
We're thinking late summer when we know we can get really high on the mountain and we can actually spend some time doing some really good meditations up there. It will be a beautiful retreat. It will be very big, and you have time now. It's January. This is the perfect time to start preparing your body,
Right.
physically and also spiritually with your meditation. So you can come up here and spend some good solid time getting into the breath work and the Qigong and the Reiki and whatever other meditations that you feel good about, and doing it while letting go of food.
Absolutely.
And shifting and letting the mountain feed you.
Oh,
letting
right.
your inner resources feed you. We're going to make that shift. It's going to be a big transformative.
Absolutely.
You will be changed with this retreat.
You will be changed.
You'll be a different person. You'll be working at a whole other level.
Absolutely. And around people with like mind, seeking the same thing, same purpose. That's a whole nother energy.
All resonating together.
Absolutely. And then this Mount Shasta, even though we're here for like 3 days, 3 days don't do, we're grateful, but it don't do it no justice for a week,
Yeah.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
being up here in this energy.
Yeah.
So as we are up here vibrating now, and I'm telling you, if you can only feel this now, and I know you can just by looking through this video because
Yeah, you
we're
can
all
feel
connected. Right, absolutely.
Tune in, you'll feel it.
Oh man. And I'm like a little kid or a puppy looking out the window, can't wait to get out for a walk. So we're going to be like all over the place today. The energy's high. To have a Breatharian retreat here, this is the right location at the root chakra of the planet for the Breatharian message.
Yeah, it's
that will be guaranteed to put a vibration in the frequency. There could be somebody on the other side of the world never heard about Breatharianism, but they're going to know it's possible by the changes we're making on ourselves.
That's right.
This is real. The reality we're taking it from myth to reality. Do you see how fast we've been moving in the last 5 years with this message?
Very fast.
Very
And it's
fast.
catching off because people are realizing that one, it's real, it's possible, and it is a game changer. In fact, we were talking about that last night.
Right.
We're not just upping the game,
We're
changing
changing the
the
game. That's a good one all the way, but it's the
All the
truth.
way.
We're changing the game.
Because you're changing your body, you're changing your mind, and that changes everything
Everything.
around you, the whole world.
The whole world.
And the world needs it.
It needs it.
needs
That's
it.
why the light is bringing it here,
The
using
world's
vessels. Take off that resistance. Let it use you. Just look up and say, light, use me. Put up your hand. It'll use any vessel that want to be used.
That's right. Just clear your resistance.
Uh-huh.
And become more clear as possible in all ways, on all levels.
Absolutely.
Your mind, your body,
All this good
your
stuff.
spirit, your energy.
And we're creating a new, what? How would she say? Should we say? Breatharians in our likeness and image. You know how the scripture is saying? That's what creation is doing. It is bringing everybody back around full circle. The time of density is over.
That's right. We
We're-
are heading into the light. That's why we're heading into not the roaring 20s, but the soaring 20s. We're going to fly through this decade.
That's
higher
awesome.
and higher and higher.
Higher and higher and higher. Non-stop. Why should we stop and come down? You don't have to.
Yeah.
You got wings, keep on flying. These angelic, spiritual wings.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And all life is coming. All flesh is affected by this. You
Yes.
have to be because we affect each other.
The animals, the plants, the minerals, the whole beautiful planet.
This is a good time we're living in. So again, to be on this journey, just to think about it, you should be happy and be in awe.
Yeah, it's amazing. I know, some people call it the end times. I call it the beginning times.
The beginning times.
We're
the,
into the beginning times.
right, the end times was already over. That passed. That did take place. Well, you got,
We're in new paradigm thinking now. New paradigm being.
absolutely. And again, since we're in this new time, this new beginnings, and that's what it's talking about. We're in a new Genesis, the new creation, the new heaven, which is a high state of
New
consciousness,
Garden of Eden.
and a new earth, which is the new bodies. We got immortal bodies. These can regenerate and go on and on and on. It can feel good. It can feel healthy, happy. That's what we're talking
And
about.
it's time to test our human potential, our human spiritual potential,
Absolutely, like never before.
like never before.
Coming out of the box, breaking down the walls of the box.
Absolutely.
We don't have to think like
On a
that
bigger
no more.
scale.
Absolutely.
Not just the, a yogi here, a saint here, but more globally, more people.
More
who can
people.
Do it. Pranic people.
A saint, not an ain't.
It ain't just for saints.
It ain't just for saints. You are the saint.
That's right.
I'm the saint. She's the saint.
Yes.
This is what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
See our halos? That's what we're doing.
That's what we're all going to strive for. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And there's just beautiful bliss and love and peace and grace and light in that.
Right. Look how big that tree is. See, even the tree is saying hi.
The tree
That's
is
a living being.
feeding us right now. I could feel its energy.
Right.
Yeah, it's like solid.
We was talking this morning. Look at him. He said hi. He waving at y'all.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, man, this is awesome, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're rolling once again. So again, follow us today, and we're going to keep you updated. We're going shopping, like we said, to take you around, because we got to look for our cafe for the gathering.
We're going to explore and have fun. It's all about having fun.
All about having fun. That's the
about
energy
fun.
to feed you.
The journey needs to be fun. The
Yeah.
Breatharian journey, you got to do it while loving yourself, and it needs to be fun. And if it's not fun, if you're pushing too hard, you're not on the right path.
You're not on the right path.
That's right.
Did that make sense?
Oh yeah, we gotta
Say that one more
Yeah,
time.
say that again.
Oh,
if
man.
it's not fun, and if you're not loving yourself, you're not on the right path.
Right.
You're not doing it correctly. It should be fun. It should be easy. It should be light, lack of resistance, and just let it flow.
And catch these words, and I want you to meditate on it. You cannot fast your way to breatharianism.
Yeah, that's right. You have to meditate your way to breatharianism.
Absolutely. There's many forms of meditation.
Many visualizations, running energy.
Mm-hmm. So don't put the tape on your mouth saying, when is
Right.
this supposed to happen? And when is...
Don't force it.
Don't beat
You
up
will
on
hurt
yourself.
You'll get in trouble.
Right. Harmonize these energies.
Yeah.
Being around good company, good conversation, good thoughts.
Having fun, following your passions, doing
Gratitude.
things that make you feel blissful, gratitude,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And when you're fed by that, and you're fed by other sources in nature, you naturally want to eat less. You naturally want to eat lighter, because that now is in resonance with you.
And let me show you something. I gave a story one time when I was in the military, the Navy, and how I had to eat my food really fast, and that stuck with me for years, even when I got out of the Navy. People, I'll sit down with a plate of food. Where did that food just go? You just sat down. You know, eating things whole like a shark. But when I started coming into the spiritual game, I read this book one time where it said, you know, relax and enjoy your food. Sit
Breathe.
down when you eat. Don't eat while you walk. And
Chew it.
chew it until it's liquid and stuff like that. That made so much sense to me. So when I start putting myself into that practice, you know, don't eat on the run and stuff. You know, we do that doing it, being in this society.
Be more mindful.
But I started to take a time out, eat my meal, stay there for a while, even after it's 8, just to sit down and enjoy it. And it changed my health just by doing that. So you got to learn to eat before you go to food freedom. You're already eating, but learn how to eat. You'd be surprised. And notice I didn't say what it was that you was eating. Just to make a difference on your mind on how you doing it makes the difference.
Make your eating your meditation.
It should be a ritual.
Yes.
A serious
it
ritual.
It should be sacred and beautiful.
And then
You should do it with love in your heart without guilt.
And then I got to the point, you know, back when I used to eat it like a shark, throwing it down. So now I got the food. Just picture this being food. This is something, right? So then it was so much of a ritual. I had time to sit down, put the napkin up on my neck. Never did that. You know, really taking your time and enjoying it. And then you know how they say pray over your food. Then
Bless it.
This is where Reiki come in and rubbing
Reiki
your
your
hands, changing the molecules of it,
That's right.
putting blessings, good thoughts into it. Whoever was cooking it or making your food, their thoughts went into it. So now you can relieve that. Whoever was growing the food, you can change that. You got to start using your light worker abilities again.
Yes, and you start with the food.
That's where it
You don't
builds.
just give all the food up right away. It's a transition, and it should be gentle and fun and beautiful. And you should just love yourself and love your food through it.
Absolutely.
No guilt, no pushing, no resisting.
Mm-hmm. And then when there's certain foods you don't want anymore, it will be natural.
Yes, like when I had my very first Reiki attunement, I think I mentioned that in another video.
Mm-hmm.
The very first time it was attuned to Reiki, I no longer could eat meat. And it wasn't even something I decided to do. It was no longer an energy match. It was no longer a frequency match for me. I just couldn't do
That's
it.
what it.
Because my energy had become lighter and more refined.
Right.
And I naturally wanted to eat things that were lighter and more refined. It was natural. I didn't force anything.
Right. Now look at what she said, that frequency match.
Yeah.
We're a frequency, of course. But the foods and stuff like that is frequencies also.
Right.
And then I seen a guy put a good post on yesterday. Oh, I got to get his name to give him credit. But anyway, he says something like, the food that you're eating is attracting the frequency of people to you.
Yes, and also the thoughts that you're thinking is attracting
Absolutely.
everything to you.
Uh-huh.
So your food's attracting your life to you, your thoughts are attracting your life, the energy that you put out's attracting everything, the people, the events, all of it.
Right.
And food's a part of that.
Because I remember when I first made a diet change or food transition, when I went to vegan. Now, I didn't know no vegans in my life, because why should I? We ain't going to never go out to eat. But when I made that transition to put the thought into it, the action into it, I started meeting all these vegans, all these vegetarians. And they was right around me all the time. I didn't see them before.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want higher vibrational people around you, right? People who are going to support your path, because not everybody has that.
Right.
You want to bring in new friends, new like-minded spirits, then you need to start becoming and bringing the energy of what it is you want to actually attract.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then look what she's saying also. This is awesome. When I first got here in America, she was one of the people who contacted me. And, are you coming up to the north, up in the northern California? I said, what you want me to do? Show up on your doorstep?
Yeah, and guess what he did? He did.
She used her mind magic. I'll show him. Right. All that. I got zapped here.
Well, I was already in the zone. I've been on this journey for a year now.
Right. Already
so
dealing with the light.
I'm already attracting the energy and the light, and what we're co-creating now together isn't just for me, and
Right.
it isn't just for Elitom. It's
Right.
for everybody else.
Because nature works for the bigger picture. It's not like a one-man show, one-woman show. It don't work like that. So if you got things that you're not manifesting and don't know why, it's because you got to take a look at it. Is it selfish or is it serving the whole?
Right, and is it flowing with the light? Is it flowing without resistance and without fears and limits and things like that?
Absolutely.
Are you just letting go and trusting and following the beautiful energy that you're creating?
Absolutely.
You can raise your own vibration with your thoughts, and just even thinking about raising your vibration.
Absolutely.
Raise your vibration.
And this ain't the first time this happened. People will say all the time, yep, I said I'm going to get them here. Somebody zapped me there, right? So I'm like this gnat that goes where the light is at. You ever see that?
That's
so where the
right.
light is there, it's like I'm flying around and saying, oh, I got to go here.
So be that beacon.
Be that beacon
that
and I'll
light
be there.
source.
That's all you got to do. Don't ask me. Just say, okay, here I go.
Just be ready for it.
And
Yeah.
then here
And
it
then be
is.
ready for bigger things to happen. So now we're going to create a retreat
A retreat
Right, we're
in
gonna
Mount
create-
Shasta.
in Mount Shasta, and we're going to create more videos to
Wow.
help everybody around the world.
Absolutely. Because we got a big treat coming up.
We do have a big treat. We're
I
working
can't
on
hold
a
it.
project that you guys are going to love.
It ain't even out there yet. Well, it is here. It's already manifested, but we're already about to put it to groundwork.
That's
and it's guaranteed to change the consensus reality faster like never before. But we're already moving at a fast pace because we got good things coming up. There's more retreats popping up. I got one coming up in LA here this month, bringing in 2020. Those of you who know about it, if you're in the area, come by.
Hi, Hannah. My friend Hannah's on.
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
sweetie. It's so good to see you.
There she go. I'm here.
Yeah.
And then we got what you call a Breatharian Summit. You see me with the Breatharians, Akahi and Camilla. We got Ray Moore,
And that's coming up on the 20th.
Audrey Bear. Yeah, January 20th.
Do you have a link for that?
Oh, yeah.
Put a link up
We're
for
going to
you.
put the link up and everything.
Yeah. It's
So-
a free summit. You can get online and you can hear different talks and techniques and how to help transition yourself into this higher vibrational way of living.
Absolutely, because this is an energetic health message. All the way there. It's legit. It's scientifically proven. Yeah, it is.
Health, body health,
Biophotons.
your mind, your emotional health, your spiritual health, your energetic health.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the message. That's the Breatharian lifestyle.
That's the Breatharian lifestyle.
Yeah.
So there's great things that's taking place all over the place, all over the world. Just don't be a person that's on the bleachers, on the sidelines. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Get in the game. You understand? I need somebody to throw the ball to. I
There
need,
you go. Yeah, you need another lighthouse.
right. Need somebody to hand off
Beacons
to
of
and all
light.
this other good stuff. Other beacons of light.
Yeah.
Because we're all one family, all one great. And when I say family, not just the human family, our other sentient beings, brothers and sisters. So that's why even when we're dealing with the getting off meat stuff, what you're doing is you're freeing up that energy so it can evolve.
Yeah, you're freeing the animals.
Those are light beings
Those
also.
are beautiful light beings.
Oh,
yes,
man.
Yes, affecting the whole planet. I mean, the planet is a beautiful light being.
Absolutely.
Our mother.
So we're bringing this back into heaven on earth. And when we change, that's what changes the governmental structures.
Yeah, well, it
See,
changes everything.
It changes everything.
It changes the natural catastrophes. It changes the government. It changes everything.
Right. Because on one level, and I do got to say it, a tornado coming through a place, and don't be offended by this, but if we raise our vibrations and we're one with everything, there's going to be a day that will not happen to hurt us.
Yeah. Well, Gurudev says that a lot of what's going on in the world with the catastrophes and things like that is our misdirected thoughts.
Right. We got to go there.
That's huge.
That's
huge.
is.
So if we can start thinking more positively, raising our vibration, all of that will make a difference for everything that's going on the planet.
Right. Because creation don't want to hurt nobody. It don't.
No. It wants to be in a love flow. I mean, that's what this planet is supposed to be.
That's what it's all about.
A loving light flow.
And we're living proofs of it right now. I am being nourished by this love flow.
Yeah.
Not backing down, not going backwards. You can come with this anytime you want. And for those who do want to see a Breatharian, come to the Mount Shasta retreat.
That's right.
You got 8 days with me right there. And I won't even leave to go to no tent. I will stay out there.
You will stay out there.
Right, we'll stay out there.
We're going to do moon meditation.
All this good stuff.
It's going to be
We ain't playing. We for real. Look at my face. And I'm serious.
Very serious. We're both very serious.
Very serious. Because this would be an insult to creation if we can't do this.
Oh, we can.
That's
We're
an insult.
already doing it.
We're already doing it.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
That's an insult to human consciousness.
Yeah.
It's time for us to grow up.
Yeah, we're going to step into a higher state of consciousness.
All the way, because we're already connected
That's
to it.
the message.
If you can talk it, you can walk it. Mm-hmm. Whoa, did I say that? We're rhyming? We even got our one good rhyme. What? I don't mean to be mean, but I am Elitom, El-Amin.
And I'm Shana D.
Oh, man, here we go.
Oh, my goodness.
So, again.
See, it's got to be fun.
Gotta be fun.
Just play with it. Play with life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're having a good time once again, and we'll see you in a couple hours as we go shopping in the town and see all these great crystals and all this other good stuff and meet these great people. So we're going to be rolling hard.
Yeah.
We love you once again.
Yeah, we love you.
Keep growing in the light.
Thank you for listening.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later.
Oh, I don't have to turn it off up there no more.
Got remote control.
I got to show off with it.
To turn it off? Maybe you just have to hit the finish button.
Oh, I still got to do it. All right, see y'all.
Okay, bye.